Greetings to everyone in the ISPA family. This month's focus on motivational moments is peer accountability. Now, we can all agree that doing your job well is important. Even more important is doing it consistently well. You see, consistency is the mark of a true professional. Doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, whether you feel like it or not. But even professionals need something extra to help keep them consistent. A special ingredient to keep them sharp when they don't feel like being sharp. That ingredient is called accountability. Now, when we think of accountability, we often picture your manager, your supervisor, your spa leader giving constructive feedback or having some type of crucial conversation. But I found that when your spa colleagues take the lead in holding other colleagues accountable, excellence appears. Peer accountability means that we work together, we stand together, we fall together, we learn together, and we grow together. But each of us must live up to our own responsibility. Basically, I care about you. And because I care about you, I'm not comfortable seeing you operate on a lower level than you're capable of. I care about you, so I'm going to help pull you up. If I didn't care about you, I would say nothing. But I do care, so I will speak. And because you're my spa teammate, I expect you to do the same for me. Now, years ago when I was working on St. Thomas in a fine dining restaurant, I want you to keep in mind that this place was really opulent. I mean, there's no price on the menus. We had to wear white gloves, the whole deal. I was about 18 or 19 years old. And one evening, some locals came in. Because it's a small island, right? So it's 32.5 square miles, 4 miles wide, 13 miles long. So if you don't have tourists coming in, you have locals coming in. And I happen to know who the locals were. Good friends of mine, and they came into the restaurant, and I immediately started to lower my professional standards because I knew who they were. I mean, gosh, they're my friends. I don't need to be I don't have to follow all the protocols, you know. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So they came in, basically as being an amateur, not doing my job properly, not being thorough, being way too casual in a formal restaurant like that. Now, at the end of my shift, my co-worker, my teammate, my colleague, Mitch, he came to me and he said, "Man, I saw how you were being unprofessional and not upholding the standards that we all train so hard to have. You're affecting the brand, etc., etc." He said, "You're being an amateur." Now, when he gave me that feedback, it was tough to receive. And to be honest with you, I was like, whatever. Being very, mature, basically. Went home, thought about it, came back the next day, and I thanked him. Why do you think I thanked him? I thanked him for caring enough to say something. Because he cared about me, he said something. People who don't care about you don't say anything. You see? As I look back over my career, all the jobs that I've held, I can honestly say that the times when I've improved the most, grew the most, had the biggest professional, just developmental milestones, it was because a co-worker held me accountable. A co-worker gave me critical feedback. A co-worker helped pull me up. Not my managers, but my co-worker. There's something special about looking out for each other. So I'm telling you, no matter what spa you're in, no matter where you are here in this world and part of this ISPA family, look out for each other. Care for each other. Do not be content in seeing your teammates, seeing your colleagues not performing at the level that they expect to perform. But at the same time, it's very important for you to be receptive of any feedback that's given to you. Now, you may not always be soliciting the feedback, like I was not soliciting the feedback with Mitch, but the feedback, nonetheless, you have to be receptive of it because it's almost impossible to improve without information, without data, without feedback. And that is where it's so golden. So here is the takeaway. Here's the action step. As you recall on Motivational Moments, every month when we go over a topic, we'll always end with a key takeaway on action steps. So here it is. Within 24 hours, I want you to find someone. Find someone to give some constructive feedback to, some critical feedback. Something that you know will help them improve. But here's the key. Do it with love. Do it with the intent, with love. Let love affect how you deliver the feedback to that person. But also, I want you to solicit feedback from that person for yourself as well. Don't just give feedback and not be receptive. So that's the homework. Number one, find someone to give some feedback to. Do it with love. Feedback tends to be received much better when it's perceived to be delivered in love. But number two, ask for feedback, either from that person or from someone else. So give it and also receive it. And I'm telling you, the relationship between the two of you will be even stronger. That's the key. So that's all that. So that's it for now on Motivational Moments. Peer accountability. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, stay strong, stay safe, stay healthy, but in all things, do it with love.